Hello our friends, here is Mr. Sky. Today we will show you how to refill the ink cartridge, refillable ink cartridge with the new model as the Epson service printers. This for home, or office, and the hot selling for market. Okay, so now this kind of photo refill ink by sublimation made by full color, and the ink number series BSU01. Okay. Now the most customers easy to get problem for this new version of the ink cartridges. Okay. Now we can move these ink labels for more clear. So this ink will be filling to this hole and running into this place and going this one and one to losers. Sometimes customer will fill ink when install into the printers. Here, the air is inside the printer head, so we cannot derive the quality print. Okay, so how can we solve this problem? So for this type of new version in cartridges, we easy to get the problem for first time refill ink. When we insert cartridge into the printer, very easy to have some air inside the cartridge, keeping into the print head. That's the way we can get the quality print. Okay, so now we can see how to solve the problem with this type of a new cartridge. Okay, there inside, in middle, have transparent lines. This is for filling ink. Move this one, and the same fill ink. First time 7 to 8 ml. Okay. Slowly fill into the cartridge. So now we can see the ink will be stored into this way to this space and run into the loader, then into the print head. So there will be air inside the cartridge. Now what can we do to pump the air run to the cartridge? Okay. So normally we can use a bigger syringes. This one 20 ml. We also can work in same the 10 ml in cartridge. Okay. Pump the end and put into the cartridge and slowly suck the air. Okay, you can see airs run out from the loader. Then about 10 ml first time. Okay. So when we now we can see the ink will be run into the loaders, and one more times. Tail. Okay. And one more time to about 13 to 15. Okay, so now we can see the ink run this way to the loader. Now we can normally fill in the ink. Because this new version of ink cartridge can be kept more step print with auto continue print. Okay, but just the first time we fill this ink, we need to do something to keep the air run out to the loaders. So this is the way we can help you to solve the new customer some problem with the first time printing. Okay, usually we can solve this problem with air inside the cartridges by the printer driver with 1 or 2 or more times head cleaning. Yeah, that should be solving the most problem, but will be wash some of these. So we recommend to this way to solve the problem for the first time. Okay, now we can try to fill more inks about the okay, this 8 ml inks wait to fill about so in fact, this cartridge will already fill around 15 ml ink. So this the newer thing can be more ink happy with the older version and the stay printing. Okay, so this is the first color. Wait, take it longer. Right. Okay, so continue for other colors. Okay, then the last color, first time, then and the second time, one tail, and the last 10, about 15. Okay, so we're ready to fill ink. And the way back the color plan. So this first set already filled by kind of sublimation inks. Okay. So normally when testing the new ink, we can refine about the 100% of full refilling, and for the older version, just around the 70% ink copy filling requirement. This is the different version of ink colors, but it can be the same working with these printers. Okay. Now we are going to stay this type of cartridge into printers because this new printers with the Epson XP-2100 we already chipless, so the cartridge we no need to working with the chips. Now we're going to install cartridges. I believe the first time you need to move in this color pump. Okay. The R colors. And now we need to check the color be carved order into the holders. So the first color, the black, the yellow, magenta, cyan. So okay, this one by one. Because this the new cartridge, so first time will be heavy to install the printers. Okay. The first time you were here to click. Okay, one printers. That's the cartridge be in place of the holders. Okay, this color. Okay, yellow color. Okay, and the last one, the black one. Okay, make sure the cartridge are in place, the holders. So move to the right. Okay, and now we're going to connect the power cables. And okay, click this button for power on the printers. Okay, move this. And this normal papers. And here we just ready one set of color set. This cancel with our sublimation ink. Okay. Now you can hear from the printers is ready to fill into the print head. Because this already a new printers, we just first time into the refillable cartridge for printers. So later when the printer ready, we can see the hit loads of test print, and also we're doing a test copy print. So for color company, most is supplier for inkjet, ink, and cartridge, also the printing resolution at in continuous systems. So if here you have any project or any question about inkjet printing, so you can contact us anytime. Okay. You know, this model of printer is very famous for working as a home or office or for students or anywhere. Print and copy, and also can do sublimation. So it's a very popular for selling market for immediate color print. Now the printer be ready, so all the lighting off. So now we turn off the printers. Okay. Now we're going to do load test print. So the same time You can see the printer is turned off now. We click this button for ink and paper in, and also the power buttons. Same times click here about 3 seconds. Okay, then normally the first time instead of new cartridges, we will should be take the test print before we do a photo and draw print. That we can make sure to get the quality print. Okay, normally we should be get some problem for the cheek print the first time. That's no problem because this printer is new and the cartridge first time in their printers still have some air inside the print head. Okay, so now we get to do the cheek print. Okay, let me check. All the color, the black and the yellow and the magenta must be out, and only one of cyan is not one out right now. So normally we no need to clean the head anymore. Just keep the print head rest about half hours. Then we turn on the printer again and let one more time check the laser check print. Now this one we ready to do a copy print. You see there kind of color papers. We do a set of color copy right now. One copy, click. Okay, just a few seconds. Now the printer is working now. So sometimes we get the poor print about the printers, but the very important one, we should be the cleaning the note more than 2 times at the same time. That would be wash a lot of ink and also easy broken a print head. Okay. Let's finish the copy. We still see a little bit of line about the first time print after of our colors the normal one. So the cartridge should be ready to work. We just turn off the printer and keep the printer rest about half hours, then it should be working well. Okay, thanks for your watching. About any more in cartridge and inks, just contact us. We will be together to help you and your print job. Thank you for